Well, hello, everybody, and welcome to That Fallout Show, episode 46, 'Tis the Season. Tonight, it is me, Rick, and Shalene.
Hi.
And we have said no to automation, much like Appalachia has, and we're sans robot this evening. Vendor had to step away for the show, but he will be back, so don't you fret. He'll return yet. So anyway, tonight is a show, Shalene. I feel like I haven't been here in 2 weeks.
Have you? You haven't.
No, I was not here last week.
Yeah, I forgot. But yeah, you weren't here last week. I missed you desperately. It was just.
That's why you forgot.
I missed you so much. Yeah, I couldn't bear the memory, so I just compartmentalized it.
Yeah. Well, I'm back with squeaky chair and itchy nose, so I apologize. It's allergy season here where I'm at, and it's wreaking havoc on my sinuses. But regardless, you can help this show out by sharing us on your social medias. You can send us some emails like the one we have tonight. We actually got a couple this week. I'm excited to get through those. One tonight, but the rest are in queue.
We've got two in here for tonight.
Oh, actually. Do we?
Yeah.
Oh, well, I was wrong. But that's good. I'm glad we've got two, because we're getting quite the queue. You can like, subscribe, and retweet our thingamabobs when we tweet them out or whatever. And most importantly, tell your friends. We know that you have friends. At least we hope so. We believe that you do. So tell your friends. Host us on Twitch.
We're your friends. If no one else is your friend, we're your friends.
Mm-hmm. Awesome. How was your week, Shalene?
It was a week. It's over now. I'm happy that it's over now. I guess it wasn't like horrible. It wasn't the worst week I've ever had.
That's good.
So there's that.
That's good. Yeah. I mean, we're here. We're breathing. Can't be the worst week.
Yes.
Right?
We're together. Worst. We're talking about Fallout.
Fallout.
I'll call that a win.
It is definitely a win. Yeah.
How are you doing? How have you been?
It's also been a week, a very busy week. Full of ups and downs and scary clowns. No, not really scary clowns. It's just been a week. I'm excited to have the weekend, although there's a lot of cleaning planned for tomorrow, which I'm not excited about. But that's okay. But yeah, other than that, it'll be fine. It was a week. But what's going to be good is this show this evening. We have some news coming around the corner. We have some gameplay from Shalene and some emails like we mentioned before. But there's a jam-packed news segment. So, without further ado, time for the new. Oh, wait, no, we've got a new Discordian. Shalene, who's this? I missed that.
Yes, we do. We would like to welcome to the Discord Average Smoothie. And we also had somebody who just popped in, I think. Let me go check. Chris Drake. Average Smoothie and Chris Drake. Welcome to the Discord. We are very glad to see you. Welcome home. And we're sure that you are a superior smoothie and not merely average.
Do you think Chris Drake is Nathan Drake's like younger brother?
Maybe that's possible, or maybe older brother. We have many mature listeners, so
that's true.
Maybe it's actually Nathan Drake using an alias.
Ooh, that's yeah. If that's the case, Nathan Drake will always be played by Nathan Fillion in my heart, in my head, because who wouldn't want that? Right. Shake off the rust. News.
If you like news, you're gonna love our next segment.
Is that true? Do people love this next segment because it's news?
I mean, I hope they do, because we put a lot of work into putting the news together, so I hope they love this next segment. If they don't, I'm not sure why they're here, frankly. I'm not sure why they continue to listen. But we have some news. We have a lot of news, actually. And we're starting off on not the lightest note. We have something pretty heavy to tackle today, and I thought we may as well get this right out in the front and take care of this. So we're going to talk about the Chris Avellone scandal. I'm not sure how many of you out there will be familiar with this, but I would like to just give a couple of side notes before I go into the meat and potatoes here. I didn't really find any credible journalism that I was satisfied with on this topic, so I researched and compiled this myself. so we won't be really citing too many sources. And I do feel a bit like I'm turning the show into a gossip rag because of the nature of this conversation, but I feel like it is an important topic to address because of Chris Avalone's connection to the Fallout fandom and the Fallout community. And this is a very delicate situation, so I am going to try and stick with facts as much as possible, and be sure and clearly tell you when we've gone into the realm of opinion. So Chris Avalone harassment allegations kicked off a bit of an avalanche in the games industry in terms of people calling out well-known games industry professionals for sexual harassment, abuse, and assault. Why are we discussing this on That Fallout Show? Because of Avalone's influence on the Fallout franchise. He was a designer for Fallout 2 when he worked at Interplay, and he was the lead designer of the canceled Van Buren project, which would have been Fallout 3 if Interplay had retained that Fallout license. Chris Avalone was the writer for Fallout New Vegas during his time at Obsidian, which he co-founded, and he was the project lead for most of the New Vegas DLCs. He wrote the All Roads comic tie-in for New Vegas. He did level design on Wasteland 2 after leaving Obsidian. He has lots of other notable work in the video games field, including Knights of the Old Republic 2, Neverwinter Nights 2, many others. This is just the Fallout-related stuff that he's done. He's a very notable name in games writing. And there was a tweet thread that kind of blew up from a woman named Carissa. And Carissa claimed that Avalone was showing up to convention panels late and wasted, behavior that had caused at least one major con to blacklist him. And in addition to that, she claimed that Avalone preyed on young women. Carissa tells a story about Avalone getting her drunk when she was young and making unwanted advances numerous times, including making out with her while she was blackout drunk. And this poster introduced Avalone to a friend of hers, and they had a relationship that was, as she quotes, full of heartache, gaslighting, and emotional abuse at the hands of Avalone. The poster did not name her friend, but Avalone tagged the person. First name is Jackie, we'll only use the first name, and involved her in the conversation, which was a very public, very big scandal. And Avalone tagged her into the conversation. Jackie sent Avalone a DM asking him to remove the tweets naming her because she did not want to be part of this conversation. She was very uncomfortable with the amount of attention that this whole situation was getting, but Avalone did not delete those tweets or remove the mentions of her. And this was just the beginning. I'm keeping this a little brief. It definitely goes much deeper, but I'm for the sake of brevity, we don't want to have a 9-hour podcast on sexual indiscretions. But to venture a bit into the realm of commentary here, we're departing from just the facts, and I'm giving a bit of commentary. It's important to note that people are using the word assault, but that word may not entirely fit the situation. He definitely used his influence to pressure young women. And plainly, this is a person who has done a bad job at being a good person. And he did mysteriously part ways with several studios, including Obsidian, which he co-founded. And he has only had freelance work for quite some time now. And this pattern of behavior may give some insight as to why. Now we're just going to put that train back on the rails and we're going back on the facts. So another woman posted, her name is also Jackie, but this is the second Jackie. She posted a screenshot of a very inappropriate DM that Avalone had sent her when she was young and new to the industry. She met Avalone. She was just breaking into the games industry. He was giving her career advice. They were having a very normal, neutral conversation. And the nature of this DM is something that I'm not even going to read it. I don't feel comfortable reading it on the air. It was highly inappropriate. It was unacceptable.
Oh boy.
Yeah, right? I'm uncomfortable just thinking about it, frankly. I would no. It was inappropriate. And a fourth woman posted a thread stating that Avalon had groped her repeatedly at a club, despite her asking him to stop repeatedly. A fifth woman, Christy Dina, reported to Bloomberg's Jason Schreier that Avalon used his Obsidian credit card to buy endless drinks for everyone at gaming events, and that after a convention in Melbourne in 2013, she woke up next to him in a hotel room with no clothes on and no memory of anything that had happened. She was so disturbed by this event that she quit drinking permanently. She also stated in this Bloomberg piece that people cannot consent when they are drunk. And this is a pattern of behavior that Avalon has towards women. There was one solid article that I did find about the career fallout of these allegations for Avalon. This is from Eurogamer by Tom Phillips. And it states that Avalon, who was working on Dying Light 2, the narrative for Dying Light 2 with Techland, Techland has announced that they have parted ways with Avalon. The quote from Techland is, "We treat matters of sexual harassment and disrespect with utmost care and have no tolerance for such behaviors. It applies to both our employees as well as external consultants, Chris among them. This is why, together with Chris Avalon, we've decided to end our cooperation." He was also working on the Waylanders. He had done some side quest writing for the Waylanders. I talked about that game on GameStack last week. The studio there said that his contract work had already been completed, and the primary writer of the game, Emily Grace Buck, stated that his contribution was small to the Waylanders and that she would be going over that work just to double check it in the interest of making sure. So this is the career fallout that has happened as the result of these allegations. Avalon has responded to many of these tweet threads with apologies. So he acknowledges that there was misconduct. And I will just remind you all that I've only scratched the surface of most of these stories. They go a little deeper. But for the purpose of this podcast, we're getting a surface overview. The theme for this seems to be that alcohol abuse is a very prevalent part of these instances of sexual misconduct. And these reports regarding Avalon were the tip of the iceberg. They led to many other women speaking out regarding abuses and assaults that they have incurred in the gaming industry, implicating streamers, shoutcasters, developers, executives, everyone. So it's a bit of a Me Too moment in gaming right now. And I'm watching this story as it develops, and it's been a little shocking and a little horrifying, but not surprising. Unfortunately, not surprising at all. But I felt like it was important to discuss these allegations regarding Chris Avalon because of his Fallout pedigree. You know, he's a writer that I've always admired very much, and I was very sad to hear some of this news. So.
Yeah, I was thinking that before you even talked about the alcohol thing, that I was like, this seems like it's like in the one screen cap of the text conversation. There's this gap in time where he then texts back after he said the bad thing. He said, "I am so sorry," and it seems to me like he was probably wasted and then woke up and looked at what he had said. You know what I mean?
So realized he did a dumb
that's
thing.
Not defending him, but I'm just saying it definitely seems like alcohol is a factor in his conduct. So probably should stop with the drinking. And
I think so as well. I feel like I feel like alcohol and the abuse of alcohol may be contributing to these behaviors, these inappropriate behaviors towards women. And I think that there are, I think that this is probably a large contributor to the reason why he's changed positions so much. You know, he's gone from studio to studio, and
even if it wasn't,
it's a pattern that shouldn't be ignored.
And even if it wasn't misconduct, I mean, it's very likely that drinking was an issue.
Indeed.
coming in sauced. It's not 1966. You can't
You
just
know
like
what?
saunter into work with a cigarette and a girl on your hip and
There
drinking,
is a
you know?
lot of booze in the gaming industry at these events.
I'm
It's-
not saying that that's a bad thing.
Well, I mean,
It's
okay,
self-control.
So at the Dying Light 2 demo at E3 last year, it was 9 a.m. when my appointment was
Uh-huh.
for that Dying Light 2 demo. There was an open bar at that demo. 9 a.m.
Yeah.
I was the only person in the room not holding a beer. At
Slacker.
9 a.m. Yeah, I know. But it's a bit much. It's a
I
bit
understand.
much. So
I understand. No, I understand it. I mean, you know, the schmoozy aspect of it, I guess, maybe is a little 1966.
it's a little gross. It's a little gross. I mean, after parties are one thing, but
I would certainly be appalled at a 9 a.m. open bar and only partaking from it because I'm just trying to
just
fit
to
in.
be polite.
Just to
Yeah.
be polite. They bought it. I might as well, you know. That's the only reason. But
You're an idiot, but I love you.
no,
Okay.
there was something else I was going to say. This kind of leads me to think about, you know, there's a lot of artists that come out with really bad dirt after a while. And it's one of
Yeah,
those things
many creatives have these issues.
yes, no, it's very true. But it makes me wonder, can you discredit their art? It's a tough one.
Yeah, this is a conversation that we've had privately, and it's really complicated. I
'Cause-
don't.
Yeah, I mean, because like, you know, it's like pick and choose. You know, we've talked about this before. We're like, I can never listen to a Cosby comedy ever again. I just can't. But I can listen to Ryan Adams and not feel dirty. But it just makes me wonder because it's like you go back and you play New Vegas. You know, you think about the stuff he wrote, but at the same time, it's really good. New
Yeah.
Vegas is high on the list of our favorites.
Whether or not you want to continue to support Avalon, which is a decision that everyone must make for themselves. You know, he's an incredible writer. He's a very talented writer, and the fact that he's also a scumbag doesn't change the fact that he's an incredible writer.
It's a weird thing.
And you have to make that decision. Everybody has to make that decision on can they continue to consume the content? Does that imply support? Does that, you know, everybody's going to have to make those decisions on their own. But it's a really complicated discussion. Can you appreciate the art without appreciating the artist? It's a complicated thing.
Yeah. Bit Trash says he doesn't even know who we're talking about. We're talking about Chris Avallone, who was a, I don't know if this is the right word, but it's a word in my head. A provincial writer in New Vegas, and a couple other Fallout things.
Yes.
So-
Go ahead and re-listen later. But Avalone has had a massive influence on the Fallout franchise as a designer for Fallout 2 and as the primary writer for Fallout New Vegas and project lead for most of the New Vegas DLCs. So
Gotcha.
that's all I really have for that. There is more information out there if you want to dig for it, but I wanted to keep us a little bit more on the surface level for the purposes of this podcast. So
That sounds. Yeah. No, that's good that we covered it.
yeah. So back to our ordinary news. I feel like we need to play the song again. Do do do. Back to our normal news.
It's not working.
It's not working. That's okay. So we're one step closer to Fallout on the Switch, in my opinion. Maybe not. Fallout's
Oh, it's
Vault
delayed.
Boy.
There it goes. It was delayed.
Love our next.
All right.
Oh man, this is totally fine. This is fine. Vault Boy is going to be a fighter in Smash Brothers Ultimate, Super Smash Brothers Ultimate, as a gunner type Mii fighter. Smash, of course, is all about bringing gaming characters together to fight each other in a death match. But Yeah, now Vault Boy is going to be part of Smash. I think that's hilarious.
Huh.
He's got a little gun that's a bit like the Alien Blaster. Um, it's adorable. His character model is adorable. He looks a bit like the Fallout Shelter version of Vault Boy. And I'm not a Smash fan myself, but I find it charming.
Yeah.
So,
I
um,
I don't like Smash either.
yeah, I've never really been a fan, but
Nah.
it's definitely a fun thing. So, um, have you ever wished that you could make a Vault Boy version of yourself, Rick, maybe to use as an avatar on social media?
I'm gonna go along with this. Yes, I have. I've always wanted to.
Absolutely. And would you like options in terms of hairstyles and customizations in terms of your clothing? And it's fantastic.
Well, you bet your sweet Bippy I wish I had options.
Fantastic. Well, if you would like to, you can go ahead and do a little Google for Vault Boy or Vault Girl pick crew.
Vart girl.
Vart.
Ugh.
Vault Boy or Vault Girl pick crew. I know these pick crews have been going around like crazy, but they're really fun. They were made by a Fallout fan, and they have a lot of customization, and you can make a very nice, very nice image for yourself. It's really fun.
Nice.
There was a Fallout 76 server outage last week. It was bananas. Yeah, it stayed for a while, but it's back now. And we are going to venture inside the vault for our regular coverage of Inside the Vault.
So we're just gonna skip over that outage. I mean,
well, yeah, I don't really have any more information than that.
okay.
I don't know what caused it. It was out for a while.
All right.
So, yeah.
Remember that war? What about it? I don't know.
It happened. It happened. Okay. Inside the Vault. Update 20 is coming on June the 30th. And that will kick off the first season for Fallout 76, which will run through mid-September. So season 1, the legendary run, let me just read this little bit here. From the makers of Unstoppable Shindig, Blast Radius, and Catch the Commie comes the legendary run, an exciting new way to experience irradiated West Virginia. The legendary run is Fallout 76's first season and features a board game-inspired theme. As Captain Cosmos, you will race the evil Dr. Zorbo across the galaxy. Your progression through the season will be represented as pieces on a game board. Can you beat Dr. Zorbo to the finish line? You have until mid-September to find out. And the season brings 100 different ranks to reach, and you can get rewards like atoms, perk card packs, and unique cosmetics in the form of both camp items and wearables. By completing daily and weekly challenges, you will earn SCORE, which is an abbreviation, SCORE, in much the same way as special is an abbreviation, and that will allow you to rank up and claim a new reward every time. The daily and weekly challenges will be revamped, and but you will get rewarded for doing things you already do as you play. For an example, they state that one of your daily challenges might be scrapping junk to get a certain resource, or crafting ammo at a workbench, or it might be something like using photo mode while you're part of a party. They haven't changed the lifetime challenges, and those will not be updated with each season. So you'll still be able to complete the normal challenges that are not daily or weekly and earn those one-time atom rewards. And each rank up from 1 to 100 comes with a separate reward. We will delve into those later, and you claim those from the game board in the main menu. Nice. And you can choose to spend 150 atoms to gain a single rank. So that's another option. That seems a little steep for the earlier ones, but not necessarily for the later ones.
Mm-hmm.
And Bethesda also released a massive info drop on the season 1 rewards and information about this. So we should probably dive into this a bit, Rick.
Yeah,
So do you have this up?
I do.
So okay. So we've got when
Oh,
you hit
that one.
rank 2, you get a Captain Cosmos player icon, a Vault Tech supply package for rank 3. This is a pretty common reward throughout these different rewards, and it's basically crafting materials and junk items. Rank 4 gives you the first cosmetic, which is a clean sink for your camp. That would look lovely in a bathroom, I suppose, or a kitchen.
Hmm.
Rank 5 gives you an ammo converter, and this one is kind of a big deal in terms of
Yeah.
utility. So it has a terminal where you can convert your unwanted ammo types into points, and then you use those points as a currency to buy the ammo that you need. So no more throwing that 38 on the ground. You can now turn it into 5.56 or whatever you're using. I'm sure that
Nice.
the different ammo will cost different amounts of points. Probably something like 10 mil would be cheaper than something like 45. So
Yeah,
That's-
I'm looking forward to that. I throw away
That'd be
so much
really
ammo that I
useful.
don't use.
mhm. I pick it all up because I'm a hoarder. I just
Yes,
follow
you
behind
do.
you and pick up all the ammo you throw away. There is also ghillie armor paints for all of the different armor types available as different
Nice.
ranks. At rank 6, you can get ghillie wood armor paint. And I was a little cross about this, Rick, because we worked really hard to get that ghillie suit outfit in Nuclear Winter.
Well, yeah, but that's
And
an
I
outfit.
feel like this might cheapen it a little bit.
No, nah. 'cause
I know
it's not-
an outfit is different than armor, but
That doesn't look as cool as the outfit.
it doesn't look as cool as the outfit.
There you
You're
go.
right. You're right.
Plus, like, I don't know if that's going to be applicable to Nuclear Winter, what the ghillie outfit is, because that's just paint. So I don't know if the wood armor, you know,
Yeah, if you can probably equip it for Nuclear Winter.
who knows?
I would think so. I don't know. There's also lunch boxes as a new type of consumable. You can open the lunch box, and those who are near you get an XP
Nice.
boost and a random effect for 1 hour. There is a Pip-Boy armor paint, more supply packages. At rank 10, you get 150 atoms, and I
Woo.
believe at every 10th rank, you get 150 atoms. So
Nice.
caps are another one of the rewards that is available. At rank 11, you get 1,000 caps. There are some weapon skins, perk cards, legendary script, a power armor paint. One of my favorites here is at rank 19, glow in the dark stars wallpaper.
Where are you
I
seeing the
find
rest
that
of these?
very charming. At the top, there's a drop down.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh my
and you
gosh.
can see the rest of them. Gold bullion, which is one of the new currencies with Wastelanders, is available at rank 21. And there are fireworks at rank 23. And I cannot wait to shoot off fireworks in Fallout 76. I'm so excited. I enjoy fireworks, and
Wow.
I enjoy fireworks in video games.
the ghillie
And-
hunting rifle.
Oh, the ghillie hunting rifle at rank 29. That is pretty cool.
Except
That's, yeah,
I never used a hunting rifle, but it looks dope.
it does. It looks pretty cool.
There's a ghillie backpack as well. Let's see. Now
Mhm.
that I'm
Scrap
looking through these,
kits.
what does the last rank hold?
So we've got at 39 a giant sheep squatch plushie. I know that's going to be a popular one.
Blushy.
Let's
Nice.
see here. More weapon skins, armor
Yeah,
skins.
a lot of them. I like the hanging raider cage. That's funny. Let's see what else we have.
And-
Combat armor ghillie. A lot of ghillies. Dark matter.
Many ghillies.
Nice. Okay.
Yes.
Well-
and there's a couple of photo mode poses, Rick, and the most important one you will find here between 81 and 90.
Yeah.
Rick, we have the clean sweep pose here, which shows this fellow with
Sweeping.
a broom sweeping up the wasteland, and I'm so excited. I'm locked into this system at least until rank 84. I don't care how tough it is, if it's grindy or whatever, I have to get here. I have to achieve this clean sweep pose because you know better than anyone how much time I have spent ranting and raving about the lack of
Yep.
sweeping in the wasteland. And I feel like Bethesda added this just for me.
I'm sure that they did.
Yes, the Bethin turn has got my back.
That he does. Do you want to talk about the facts here? The FAQ?
You can do that.
Okay. So some of you out there might be wondering a little bit more about the season, and Bethesda has lovingly provided a FAQ for this. So one of them is, will Fallout 76 seasons require any purchase to participate? Seasons in Fallout 76 are going to be free for all players. So everyone who owns the game will get to participate in the board game in the season. What else will increase my score? Well, you'll be able to earn score by regularly gaining XP and completing public events. Nuclear Winter Daily Challenges will also grant score in addition to their other rewards. With future seasons, we plan to grant score through other methods as well, such as new repeatable content. How long will it take to rank up? Each rank should take between 1 to 2 hours of playtime, with the earlier ranks taking closer to 1 hour and later ranks nearing 2. So that's not a bad push, you know? I mean, it's in 3 months, that's 100 hours roughly, or, more depending on how hard you play.
It's not too bad. It's not too bad.
So that's not bad. So, basically they are lowering the amount of atoms that you will be rewarded. We all know that the the challenges would give you atoms. These still, ranking up will still earn you atoms, but it will earn you less over time. So that is kind of a bummer. I know you were looking forward to that, Shalene. And you can purchase all the ranks using atoms if you want to. It's a lot of money because each rank costs 150, but you can do this, and there we go. Is there any special? Do us at the top, the tippy top 1%, those of us who are Fallout First members, do we get anything special like monocles or a chair in which to look down on the peasantry in this? No, we do not. There is nothing extra for this particular season that goes to Fallout First, but they will be looking into making this better by giving us stuff that they can't give you.
It takes a little bit of time to add gold plating to everything, so...
So there you go. There's more in the FAQ, but I won't go over it now.
I'm not sure how I feel about this change to the daily challenges.
I know.
I'm not sure how I feel about this migration to the new system, because it will reduce the amount of atom that you can earn by playing the game. So
but you're a trust fund kid.
I am a trust fund kid. But even those 1,500 monthly atoms sometimes are not enough. There are many fun things. I know that they're funding this game on our Atom Shop purchases, but something about reducing the amount of atoms that you can earn feels a little predatory.
Okay, Veruca.
I don't understand the reference.
Veruca Salt? Willy Wonka? The whole
I haven't seen Willy Wonka since I was an actual child.
Terrifying movie.
Yeah.
I realize it terrifies children, but adults love it. And I don't know why it's garnered as a kid's movie. My kid hates it. Anyway, there we go. I'm looking forward to this new season thing. I think it's cool that they're adding more free stuff. Yeah, wait a minute.
You're always good.
You're upset that they're taking away, basically giving you quote-unquote free money and giving you more free stuff?
But the thing is, Rick, I would not choose most of this stuff. I want to be able to choose my free stuff. But I don't care about this clean sink.
You want your cake and you want to eat it too. I get it.
I want the atoms so I can go shopping.
Okay. It's all good. Anyway, well, speaking of more stuff that you can get, I believe we've got some ballistic bargains. Do you want me to take this, or?
I would love it if you took this.
All right, so In the Atom Shop right now, we are about to celebrate July 4th, the best holiday in the entire globe that everyone should celebrate, but I won't go into that. I'm kidding. Available until July 7th, you get the 4th of July photo mode frame, and it looks like you'd think it would. It's got stripes, stars, eagle, and the Capitol building, which technically should have a couple of holes in it by now, I guess. But wait, that's not all. Until July 7th, you can get the, I'm just trying to make sure that's not in a bundle. All right. You can get the Liberty Prime Power Armor set. Ooh, that looks dope. You can get the Stars and Stripes Ops Under Armor. You can get the Hootenanny overall. I just want that now. I don't even know what the Hootenanny overalls are, but I want them.
Hootenanny overalls?
Yeah, I've never, is that a thing?
I have no idea. I think you need to get some Hootenanny overalls.
I do too. It's a great album.
After this is
by
over,
the Replacements.
we can go get you some Hootenanny overalls.
Okay. Yay.
So throw a Hootenanny.
You can get a Stars and Stripes dress. You can get the American Flag Pip-Boy, the American Hard Case Backpack, and the American Flag set, and the American Flag banner, and the Freedom Stars neon sign. I cannot wait to decorate. I don't decorate my house at all. Actually, that's not true. I have the icicle Christmas lights still hanging on my gutters from Christmas. But that's about as decoraty as I get on my house. So I will be doing things in Fallout. That will be fun. Also available until July 7th, you can get the Mothman 2020 bundle, the Mothman Jetpack, the Mothman Plushie Backpack, the Red Rocket Mega Furniture Bundle, and the Red Rocket Cooler up until July 7th. I have him giving prices. Oopsies. Oh, guys, I am excited because I just saw something that came back and I'm buying it tonight.
Oh.
Yes, so we'll get there. All right. Everything that's on sale right now is still available. I'm just seeing right now. Actually, only 2 things are not available anymore. I'll get to them. So, the Invasion from the Stars bundle is 20% off for 1,200 atoms. That's available until July 14th. The Contemporary Camp bundle, 1,200 atoms, is available also until July 14th. These items are available until July 7th. Future Tech World bundle for 840 atoms, the Raiders Scabber bundle for 1,260, the Raider Waster bundle for 1,260, and the Free States Revolutionary bundle, also 1,260 atoms. You've missed the Survival Camouflage bundle and the Gladiator outfit, and today is the last day that you can get the Fireman Excavator Power Armor paint. Up until Jaloon. We're just going to go ahead and combine June and July into Jaloon. Up until June 27th, you can get the Samurai outfit for 720 atoms. You can get the Playtime Power Armor paint for 720 atoms, and that ends June 28th. June 29th is the Caravan Trader outfits exit. That is 720 atoms. The rest of these are out by June 30th, and that is the vending machine paint set, the Free States vending machine, the vendor sign set, the clean blue wooden door, the mosaic tiled floor, Have a Day player icon, and Mothman Cultist bundle. So all of those are available until June 30th. The weekly offers are gonna be the Umpire of the Apocalypse outfit for 630 atoms, and that's available until June 30th. We have missed the Wiffle Ball bat. Oh, that sucks. Fireman's Flamer, we've missed that, and today is the last day you can get the Vault Safety Photo Mode frame for 125 atoms. The Tough Gal Photo Mode pose is 125 atoms as well, and that ends June 27th. The Modern Pickaxe set is only 150 atoms, and that ends June 28th. On June 29th, you cannot get, that's the last day for the Fisherman's Overalls, and that's 200 atoms. And for 250 atoms, you get the Sparkler Photo Mode pose, and that ends June 30th. I did see that Explodey globe, but that looks like it's part of that future set there, which is 840 atoms. I might have to get that just for that globe that when you turn it, it explodes.
Yes, it's so good. I love that globe.
Yeah, I have to. I do have my trust fund atoms now, so it'll be.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah. I'll have to go in there all posh and look through. What did Daddy buy me today? You know.
Did you buy the tricentennial version?
No, I don't think I did.
If you
yes,
did,
yeah, I did. Uncle Sam.
There's a craftable monocle.
No,
that was part
there's
of the
not.
tricentennial. There is.
Is it?
Was it not part of Tricentennial?
I
There
don't.
is a monocle. I have a monocle.
I did get the Tricentennial version. I did not get the legendary thing, but I got like the Fault Boy suit with the hat
Yeah,
and
like
stuff.
the Uncle Sam suit.
Yeah. By the way, apparently they've started celebrating 4th of July in my area 2 nights ago. It's been fun.
Well, I'm sorry about that. I'm sure the listeners can't hear it over the sound of my air conditioner.
It's so annoying. I hate fireworks every night.
We've got a burn ban here.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'm sure people are going to shoot off fireworks anyway.
It's illegal to set fireworks off in the township, but
Doesn't stop them.
nope, not at all. Anyways, gameplay. I have not had a chance to play any video games the last 2 weeks, really, except for Minecraft, which I'm not going to get. Did I mention that? Did I tell you I was playing that, Shalene?
You did, yeah. I don't know that you've talked about it on a podcast, but we have talked off air about you enjoying some Minecraft with your family.
I'll say it real quick. Yeah, my wife and my daughter and I have a realm that we play together, and I've gotten into mining. So I've got like redstone powered monorail carts down all the way into my mine, and it's ridiculous. And I keep building that sort of thing. I don't know what it's. Minecraft is one of those games. It's fun to play because I don't have to think about it.
Mm-hmm.
So I can like watch Parts Unknown and just mine and get lost.
Minecraft is fantastic because it's one of those games that you get out what you put in. You know, it's
Yeah.
You can have the experience that you choose to have with Minecraft. If you want this extremely hardcore survival experience, you can create that. Or if you just want to build some things and ride a llama, you can do that as well. You know, it's great.
Yeah. I don't like creepers. There was like 3 or 4 times where well, like the first time I had found like this like really nice place in the desert. So it was like this sand mountain with sandstone innards, and I'd like carved out the inside of the mountain to make a house. And one day I was like I was over my daughter's shoulder and like giving her a guided tour of my house kind of thing. And she closes the door, and from behind the door there was a creeper, and it just went and it just took out my wall.
Yikes.
It's like, so all right. So she rebuilt it, and then my wife was like I've decided to remove all the sand from on top of the sandstone thing just to see what it looks like and kind of carve out and make it look cool. And as my wife's doing that, two creepers also appeared out of nowhere and blew a hole in the side of my house.
Ouch.
I'm like, you and Evie need to stay away from my house. Like, just go away. Don't come near it. But it was definitely fun. It's definitely a lot of fun. Hunt had a huge update, so I'm going to be playing a good bit of Hunt coming up here shortly. They introduced dual wielding pistols, which should be a lot of fun. And
I'm intrigued. I think that would be really fun.
yeah, but I can tell you what's going to happen. It's going to be like, you know how slow that game is, right? As far as the gun battles, you're like moving around, be like boom, boom, and you're like just trying to move all around real fast. Could you imagine like shooting 2 single action revolvers?
And then you're going to have to reload each revolver before you can fire again.
It's boom, 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 boom. Now just you wait.
Perfect.
So, and you can't use fanning with that either. You know what I mean? The fanning perk won't work with dual wielding. So it'll be interesting to see how that works. I'm excited to play Hunt again. Plus, like, ever since I figured out why I was doing so terrible at FPS games, I'm really excited to play Hunt again with my non-zippy, crazy, high sensitivity mouse. I feel like I actually be able to shoot things. So, but anyway, more importantly, how was your Fallout adventures?
Well, before I dive into some Fallout adventures, I would like to talk a little bit about The Last of Us 2.
Name me a character that went through more trauma. Those memes have been everywhere on Reddit.
Yes, they have. Yes,
and they're
they
hilarious.
have. But The Last of Us 2, of course, is another extremely notable post-apocalyptic. I forgot the word for post-apocalyptic for a minute. Words are hard. Another very notable post-apocalyptic game that is going around right now. Of course, I played the first game when it released and loved it. and I've been really looking forward to playing The Last of Us 2. I haven't had a ton of time to play it, so I'm still pretty early on. So keep in mind this is just the first couple of hours, and no spoilers, no spoilers. I still love Joel and Ellie very much. They are still extremely flawed characters, and I'm enjoying watching their story. This game feels somehow even more intense than the previous title in the series. I think I'm gonna have to play this one slowly over a long period of time. I don't see myself being emotionally available to invest hours at a time into The Last of Us 2. I think I'm gonna play an hour, and then I'm gonna need to just go fishing in Animal Crossing for a little while, and just yeah. The game is
Why did she
gorgeous.
go through the door? She shouldn't have went through the door. Why did she go through the door? I told her not to.
It is a beautiful, beautiful game. The animations are really well done. The voice acting and cinematics are top notch, just as you'd expect from a Naughty Dog game. And the controls don't suck. So
Oh, there's that.
yeah. Uh, in The Last of Us, the first one, I recall that the most frightening and terrifying and challenging enemy was the bad controls,
Yep.
the clunky bad controls. But I've had a much better experience so far playing Last of Us 2. So I'm enjoying the game so far. I'm looking forward to diving a little deeper into it, and we'll hopefully have some more to say by GameStack next week. I have played a bit of Fallout 76 over the past couple of weeks. Archon and I did our low-level characters that we started to play the Wastelanders storyline. We wanted to befriend the raiders so that they would stop shooting at us when we ran into them. So we started running through the Rose quest line, so that we could go ahead and be friends with Rose. Um, I will say that I love Rose even more now that there are dialogue options. I loved her before. I love her even more now. She's so sassy, and Rose is my favorite. Um, and we had an extremely glitchy time over the past week or so. It was a bit of a disaster. We went to the Wendigo Cave to do that section of Rose's quests. You can see here the video. Anybody who's watching the video version, I've got this screenshot of Teddy Fear from the Wendigo Cave.
I genuinely thought that was from like Fallout 3.
No, this is from the Wendigo Cave. There's this little teddy bear, and he's holding a bone, which he has probably killed someone with.
Clubbed.
Yes, clubbed them to death, and presumably ate
Bonk.
them, because that's what bears do when they kill people. But
Yeah.
we went to the Wendigo Cave, and the Wendigo refused to spawn. It was up there. We could see that the Wendigo was up there, but it wouldn't drop through the hole. And we couldn't fight it. There was a little invisible ceiling there, so we couldn't grenade it out, or it was just terrible. The Wendigo would not spawn. So we quit out, and we went into a different server, and the same thing happened. The Wendigo would not spawn. It was ridiculous. So we gave up, went to bed, and tried again another day. And we came back another day and finished this Wendigo quest. It finally worked. We finished that Rose quest line, and we were going to start the Wastelanders Raider quest line. Yes, we were finally there. We're going to do it. And we went up to talk to Rose to get that started, and she bugged out. She wouldn't talk to us. She just would not talk to us. So we had another progress stopping bug. It was really frustrating. So we just kind of wandered off to do a side quest, and we ended up working on building our excavator power armor, and we had some power armor bugs. Archon's power armor just disappeared from his inventory, and I had an extra power armor chassis in my inventory. I put it down, and it just vanished for me. It was still there for Archon. He was standing on it, but it didn't exist for me. And I don't think he ever did find his power armor. It was gone forever.
Wow.
It was a really, really buggy experience over the last few days, but I did have some fun putting on that Stars and Stripes dress that you talked about a bit in the Ballistic Bargains segment of the show. It's really cute. It's just a little flag patterned dress, like knee length dress. It's really, really cute. And I saw that in the Adams shop. I was like, yes, I have to have this dress. So I spin the Adams, I get the dress, and I was waiting for Archon to join us. And I popped into the game. We were at the Wendigo Cave because we were going to try that again. But I went ahead and fast traveled back to my camp to build the dress. And so I was there at my camp, and I have Raider Punk as my companion. Raider Punk is wearing a pinstriped suit and a white wolf fedora. He looks fantastic. He's very dapper. And I was cooking in my new Stars and Stripes dress, and I was attacked by wolves, like 6 of them. Just a whole pack of wolves attacked me, and Raider Punk did nothing. Nothing. I'm still annoyed with him. He did nothing to help me. So Raider Punk he's on the list right now. Let me tell you, he's in trouble. Raider Punk is on the list. He's not in my good graces at this time. But
okay.
Yeah, I had a lot of fun with my new dress. Archon put on like a military fatigues outfit, so I looked kind of like I was Katy Perry doing the USO tour or something. It was
You gonna go with Katy Perry on that one?
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's a little bit, yeah.
Not the Andrews sisters?
As probably, yeah. But
you're gonna go with
fine.
Katy Perry.
I was gonna go with Katy Perry. Yeah. I like Katy Perry. Okay.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. I wouldn't have guessed that.
I like things that I can sing to in the car.
Oh, well.
Yeah. Katy Perry doesn't have a tremendous vocal range, so she's really easy to sing along to.
Gotcha. That makes a lot of sense, actually. Well, cool. There was something else I was gonna say. So, do you not hate the Last of Us for? What is with all the hate for Last of Us?
I understand. I have not watched trailers or read reviews or anything because I didn't want to know much going in. But from the sort of just the feeling around the conversation, I think that there's some kind of inclusiveness that The Last of Us 2 did in terms of diversity of characters, and I think people are mad about that.
Then they're really going to hate Cyberpunk.
That's the impression that I get. I'm not 100% sure.
Gotcha.
Because I've skipped most of the articles.
Gotcha. Okay. I just was wondering. I mean, I haven't looked into the game very much. I could probably buy it, but I don't really. I never played the first one. I just couldn't get around. Like being. It
recaps the first one really well at the beginning of 2.
I was gonna say, like, having all thumbs when it comes to a controller, it was not a friendly game to play. Like, I can barely beat the Nathan Drake games on easy because, like, I shoot like Dumb and Dumber.
Yeah, if you're not accustomed to a controller, there's no shame in dropping that difficulty down.
No, not at all. Dude, when I played Red Dead Redemption on the PlayStation, I had that auto aim turned all the way up. So I was like 3 yards away from a dude and it would just snap right to his head. I was like, I need to feel like an awesome cowboy shooter, not, terrible with the gun here. But anyway.
Yeah, games are for fun. And if that helps you have fun, then.
Absolutely. Absolutely. You know what I also think is fun, Shalene? Getting emails from listeners that we enjoy and that enjoy us. So I'm going to go ahead and start this first one, if that's okay with you.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. All right. Shalene, Rick, and Vendor, I've enjoyed the journey we have all been on since before Fallout 4 came out. There has always been the wonderful banter of Rick and Shalene in the early days of the show that shall not be named. All the craziness of Alto Flu killing Maisie the cat to Rick's classic pun of Ghoul's Gem, where he referred to the buff ghoul in the Silver Shroud missions. I don't remember that at all.
I had forgotten. That was good. That's a good pun.
I don't remember what was it about.
That's a good pun. Ghoul's Gem,
well, I get
ghoul,
that.
Like, instead of Ghoul's Gem,
but
it's a great pun.
I just don't remember like what.
It was probably one of those at the end when you have to save Kent Connolly. It was
Oh,
probably one of those ghoul minions.
gotcha. And he was like jacked.
I would guess that it was
Yeah,
one of
okay.
those ghoul minions.
It has been fun joining others of the We Just Love Games community, which is which is truly a community in the truest way on Fallout 76. I have a YouTube channel called Wasteland Handyman, which will soon be launching. That will be a variety of building videos, let's plays, and stream footage. Awesome. And your friendship and encouragement has been greatly appreciated, and hope to share more about this channel in the days to come. Hope to see you all out there in the streams. Yours truly, Tasmani. Yes. We also have a Discord channel, Promote the Things, where, dude, once that thing is up and running,
you can post your videos and post your streams in that Promote the Things channel.
Yeah, right there you can. We have another one. Shalene, do you want to take this one?
I do. Harbor Larp writes, "Hey guys and gal, I feel compelled to write this email to let you know how you totally got me into Fallout 76 after dismissing it for the longest time. I've been listening to your awesome shows ever since the one that shall not be named, and I was so glad when you made this new show in anticipation of the launch of Fallout 76. I, like many people, first discovered Fallout when Fallout 3 launched. Having played and loved Oblivion, I saw the Bethesda logo on the box of Fallout 3 and had to give it a try. I, of course, fell in love with it and went on to enjoy New Vegas and Fallout 4 a lot. But when Fallout 76 launched, I was less than impressed, to say the least. I won't go into the reasons why, they're obvious. So I considered it 50 pounds wasted and moved on with my life. But all your talk about Wastelanders Update in recent months really got me interested again. When the update dropped and you sang its praises, I was glad for the game, but still not ready to jump back in. I live with my mom, and she too loves Fallout, and bought Fallout 76 when it came out. I knew she hadn't played it in a while, so I told her about the free Wastelanders update, and noticed she'd started playing the game again. I recently sat down with her and watched her play for a bit, and quickly realized you guys weren't kidding when you said it feels like a real Fallout game now. So I dusted off my copy of 76 and installed the update. And I've been enjoying the hell out of it. It's like I've got a new Fallout game to play. Other players have seen my low level and lowly camp and have been leaving me all sorts of gifts, which isn't the kind of hospitality I was expecting after so many years of GTA Online.
Two vastly different communities and
Right.
players. Vastly different.
The 76 community is so nice.
They
so
are.
nice.
Yeah.
It weirdly does feel like there's a whole world of people out there trying to rebuild the wasteland. Also, I saw my first Scorch Beast and it scared the crap out of me. It was level 50 and I was level 7. It's really fun to not only play what is essentially a brand new Fallout game, but to discover the things I've heard you guys talking about for the last year or two, like the Foshnaut masks and the various factions in the game. Were it not for your podcast, Fallout 76 would still be collecting dust. But thanks to you, I have a whole adventure in front of me, so thanks for that. Keep up the great work, and I hope the episode hasn't already devolved into glorious trash fire. Much love, Harbor Larp. P.S. I'm familiar with the name Wendigo, as it's a common Final Fantasy enemy, but every time I see it on screen in Fallout 76, I think Wendigo. Thanks, Rick.
You're welcome. You're welcome, Harp.
I love that.
If we will not be known for anything other than, like, if we were known for one thing, it would be my ability to cock up the English language. Or at least just not speak it right. I mean, what is it, boat fly?
Boat fly.
The boat fly
instead
and
of
the
bloat
Wendigo.
flies. Wendigo.
Well, you're welcome. So anyway, that is everything for this evening. Shalene, any announcements? Anything going on?
I don't really have any announcements. I think I will take the opportunity to just remind everybody that our friend Tim Twig streams on Twitch. Tim Twig, TWIGG 81 on Twitch. He streams like every day. And he's really fantastic to watch. I watched him play a Castlevania game the other day. It was really a fun time. So
Nice.
check out Tim.
Yeah, definitely. He's joined us before on the show, especially when it comes to the E3 roundtables. I think he's joined us before. Yeah, he did. Him and
He's
I think
joined us
KDR
for
Mickey.
all of those, I think. Yeah.
Yeah. So we loved him.
We didn't have E3 this year. We should have had him on anyway.
We should like go
No, there
back
was
and
no
watch like the
E3.
first E3 and like have a
That
round
would be
table.
so fun.
If you would like to tweet at the show, you can tweet at us at That Fallout Show. You can tweet at the network at We Just Love Games. You can not tweet at me on Twitter because I'm not on Twitter anymore. You can tweet at Shalene at Shalene L, and you can tweet at Vendertron at VendertronN. You can also find us on Facebook at facebook.com/thatfalloutshow and also groups/thatfalloutshow. You can find our network as well at facebook.com/WeJustLoveGames or groups/WeJustLoveGames. You can
And I'm
email
going to
it.
bust in again. I know, I'm sorry. But I will just say that we're doing something a little bit new. And all of these Twitter handles and Facebook groups are now clickable links in the show description on your device.
Look at that. Updating the things, making it easier to connect with us. Awesome. You can also email us like our lovely listeners did tonight. Email us at info@wejustlovegames.com. Like this video and subscribe to our YouTube channel as well while you're at it, youtube.com/wejustlovegames. You can find us here on twitch.tv/wejustlovegames in case you didn't know. And you can find our show on iTunes or Stitcher or wherever your podcasts are found. If you do not see us on your favorite podcast aggregate, let us know. We'll see if we can get on. If you leave us a review on iTunes that has 5 stars, not 4, not 6, but 5 stars, and you leave us some texts, we will shout you out at the beginning of the show. We record live every other Friday here at twitch.tv/WeJustLoveGames at 6:30 Mountain, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And you can check out our other show, GameStack, which airs every other week. So next week will be GameStack. Same time, same place. Thank you so much for listening. And Shalene, do you have a last word?
Try not to bleed on the chrome. It's hard to remove.
And now, he doesn't play guitar, but play machine gun in Vietnam. He plays machine gun in Vietnam. Ta-boom, ta-boom, ta-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta-boom. He plays machine gun in Vietnam.